Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and the dirty Democrats have one last desperate trick up their sleeves, and they may just use it. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please visit that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica. And when you get there, please hit subscribe absolutely free. It really helps us out. You know, there is a mechanism for stopping the electoral college count. There's a mechanism for stopping somebody from becoming president of the United States. There's few, actually. And one of them is to object to the certification of the electors. We saw it in 2020 when the Republicans did it. We saw it in 2016 when the Democrats did it. We saw it when Bush won both times. George W. Bush won both times. There was objections. Democrats are the original election deniers. In fact, they made a sport for the past few decades out of objecting to every time a Republican wins. And so Amy Klobuchar was given doing the rounds today on the Sunday talk circuit, and they asked her, are the Democrats going to do this? Now, she said she doesn't know of anybody that will, but of course it is their right, and it is. It's part of the American, experience. Thing is, I think the Democrats are in a real jam here because they've talked so much about respecting the results of an election that they're going to look like total ridiculous buffoons if they go on there and start objecting. Now, Schiff has said, hey, we might use the 25th Amendment or the 14th Amendment argument. I think that's also iffy. The other thing is Democrats have really tied their hands because it requires 20% of both houses now to object to a slate of electors. And they did that kind of to handcuff Trump. They wound up handcuffing themselves. But I do want you to watch this report on it and let me know what you think in the comments.
And that's what we will do on the Inauguration Day.
As one of her last official acts as vice president, Kamala Harris tomorrow will be certifying her own election loss. In 2001, when Vice President Al Gore did a similar thing, there was an objection. Take a look.
Declaration of the persons elected.
Mr. Vice President, I rise to object to the fraudulent 25 Florida electoral votes.
Are any Democrats going to object tomorrow, do you think?
Not that I know of, but of course the process allows for these objections. If it happens, they're heard out. The vice president rules on them. But under a new law that we passed, you have to have 20% of the bodies of Congress to support those objections before you can have an extended debate, because that's what was used as a trigger, as you know, last January 6th to slow down the process, and then, of course, ultimately seen by the insurrectionists as a way they could derail the will of the American people.